Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Monday, July 27th, 2026. Let's take a look at the chart. Start with the weekly chart. What a week last week. You had the earnings Thursday, dismal. Obviously, this doesn't really properly show the gap that occurred on the daily chart. Let me see if I can show that here. Yeah, there it is on the daily chart. So a Wednesday, and then we gapped lower. We gapped clearly below long-term support. 356.22 was included in the mix, but primarily now it really is 373.37, this channel bottom that held back in April, and we came close to testing it a couple other times over the following months, but we are below it now. That is our ceiling of resistance, sellable resistance, below which this 291.81 to 300.90 region remains. I've been mentioning a 1 to 2 month target. I didn't think it would be within 3 to 5 days, and here we are. We will probably test this area this week, especially given the fact that in a very quiet way, we closed below a long-term trend line on the weekly chart in red here at 316.86. And so this can contain intraday buying pressures today. We close around 1303, and below which we can indeed fall into this 300.90 level, 291.81. It's almost a 10-point wide, 9-point wide now, and narrowing gradually. 291.81 is a fixed level. It is nothing more than just a wave count, A minus B minus C. So the distance from C down to 291.81 is the same exact distance as A to B. It is very similar mathematically to the channel bottom itself. This is a zone, especially given the fact that we've got this prominent high back in, I think this was April of 23 at 299.29, that this is an area we could bottom out at through August. And from here, round up into, within the next 3 to 5 weeks, 373.37. But I also want to mention that if you're a longer-term investor in Tesla, I think last week's activity has set up 227.47 as the ultimate objective. That would become, with present volatility, if we were to close below 291.81 this week, I think by the end of August, we actually test 227.47, where we can actually bottom out for the rest of the year. 227.47 is also really, if you're more long-term investment grade, buying Tesla through the rest of the decade, let's say this is your area, your wide zone. You scale into a long position at 227.47 and you buy more at 186.30. This is an area 6-year channel structure. At the 186.30 level is that could contain selling through the rest of the decade, actually. But closing below 291.81, I do think by the end of August, 227.47 is likely. So if we do close below 291.81, there's no compelling reason to be long Tesla. You want to be short into the upper 220s where profits can be taken. We can bottom pick 227.47 through the rest of the year. Let's jump into the day itself. I've got 337.76, and that can contain daily highs. I don't expect to see that today. And in fact, we are once again below that long-term trend line on the weekly chart at 316.86. Just pushing back about 316.86 doesn't indicate 337.76, but I will say if we close today above 316.86, that lends itself toward reaching 337.76 over the next couple of days. There's another way to look at this chart. You can bottom pick the 291.81, 390 region, assuming we tested you over the next day or two, and hold out as a 3 to 5 day swing trade. 337.76 is your profit-taking resistance. If we do close above 337.76, then we are likely within 3 to 5 days or less to test 356.22. And so it is very stair-step right now. All I can say is if you're given the opportunity to sell 373.37, you take it, whether that means emptying a long position or playing the short side of the market. So it is, you've got these 2 to 3, 3 to 5 day swing trades closing above 37.76, expect 56.22. 56.22 is a channel bottom that is 2 months in the making, can contain buying through the week and really well into August. We could easily top out at 356.22 and fall back into this low 300 region within several weeks, 3 to 5 weeks. We might not see 373.37 anytime soon. It could be for the rest of the year, as the market could conceivably, as I say, continue south to 227.47 over that time frame. Downside, let's see, I think I've kind of covered it. let me just phrase one more time that if we do close above 337.76, that is a go long to 356.22, and that could be the very following day. If you're looking for an area to sell the market into later August, it is 356.22. If you're looking for an area to sell the market into later year, it's 373.37. Because below which, if we happen to test this, we fall back to channel support. And ultimately, I do think that this 227.47 is likely by the end of the year. Let's say by the end of August, if we close below 291.81 in the coming days. I think that pretty much rounds it out. I could cover the upside. What if we close back above 330, 373? There's no point even going there because this is a market that looks to me like we could bottom out at 291.81, 390 through August. Certainly, I've been saying that. But I do think on the way up, there's plenty of headwinds in the low 370s that could smack this market back on its heels as we move through the rest of the year. I'm going to leave it at that for Monday's Daily Tesla Report. You have a great day.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity.
Start your 2-week free trial and trade with clarity from day one.